Everybody, we are heading to the Valon, so we are catching one of our newest jets, part of the Raw High Club NFT collection that'll be dropping soon. So make sure you stay tuned for those details. We're heading over to the Valon to see what Chai is up to. Oh, how are you? Great, great. So we're gonna get started in just a moment. Let's see here. All right, perfect. So we're gonna get started here at 6:05. I believe it's getting ready to hit it right now. I did have a special guest for this Sunday. Unfortunately, she had a family emergency, and she wouldn't be able to attend today. But we're definitely gonna have her back here. She has everything set up. It's just we didn't get a chance to do the hair interview. So no worries on that aspect, but definitely going to have her in the space because she did want to come back, just unforeseen circumstances at the last minute. So prayers with her and her family. And if any circumstances have occurred, for a full recovery. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. As you can see by the title, yes, warning, because it is pretty graphic. We're just showcasing how lace wigs have this, I would say this negative energy about it. And a lot of times what stylists and also customers don't do is have like a consultation. A lot of times hairstylists are one trying to make a quick buck, so they don't know the ins and outs of their clients. They're just slapping product on there and then making content about it when they're not really actually having a purpose of making sure, hey, look, are my customers okay? Am I using the right product? So you do see here where it's been like a really bad situation for some people, and a lot of people have like talked about it openly on social media of how a hairstylist has damaged their hair, and how a lot of stylists may not have consultative services to be able to understand their clients. So it's really unfortunate. And a lot of like OG hairstylists, they talk about this where young stylists that are just trying to come in, make some money and go their separate ways. They don't know what it's like to actually sit in somebody's chair and them not knowing what it is they're doing. Because when we had Kayla White on here, she talked about when she had alopecia that she went to like a friend initially and they didn't know what they were doing and it ended badly. So just imagine what it is to like have hair and the stylist is getting glue in your hair and now you have to take it out because they have this rule stating that once you leave my chair, you know, the responsibility is on you, but what happened to you having the responsibility of making sure I'm secure when I leave out of your chair, my hair is secure. So it's a lot of back and forth, but I will definitely show you um, this scene here. So let me just.
Hey
Hey
guys, if
guys,
you
if
have
you
video
have video
suggestions you want me
suggestions
to
you want
share
me
on
to
this
share on
channel,
this
don't
channel,
forget
don't
to put
forget
them
to
in the
put them in
comment
the comment
sections. In
section.
this
In this
video, I will
video,
be
I will
sharing
be
more
sharing more
disruptive
disruptive
breaks. Be
breaks. Be
warned.
warned.
No, you know what? You ask them to do so. This first blood pressure. You ask them to do this first blood pressure. Now, I put out no, do no harm in health. Then you start talking about.
It sounds like regardless of whether or not there was contact, intentional or not. Am I muted? Is it still echoing? There are no damages. Exactly. But the complaint, the defendant's home, however, was quite the disaster. So
I think this woman is having so in if you can see the extensions and the mucus. This video I will be sharing with you guys. You will see how they glue down their frontals and their closure. And you will see what will happen if they are to remove the frontal later on or the closure. Their head skin, eh? We follow. We just follow because it's tired. Eh? The skin is tired of stress. It just want to follow so that they will just give the skin rest. You need it.
The little opens. Okay. But you really want this. Some kind of out of glue. Here.
So I'm pausing it because just to explain here that a lot of times what customers would do is they'll buy like a wig for cheap and then reuse it. And what will happen is the wig is deteriorating and they're still using it. As you can see inside the actual wig itself, it was like super hard. Why? Because it's been like a buildup of glue and whatnot. So it's just like it's really bad for your hair when you're using these products and you don't know what it is that you're doing and you're putting it on your skin and your skin may have like an allergic reaction to it or you may be allergic to other products that you're using with it and not necessarily knowing, okay, hey, look, this is not okay. I'm breaking out. And you don't ask questions. You have to ask the right questions, especially if you don't know what it is that you're putting on your hair or you haven't done extensive research as to, okay, what it is that I'm supposed to put in my hair. And a lot of times these products that they're using is not super healthy, but what you can do it is use it in the right way to where you can minimize like the damage and stuff that is going to cause to your skin. Some people have skin that is more tolerable of these products, and then other people you'll see where they have like a raw hairline where it's like discoloration and stuff like that because one, you're not letting your hair breathe. So I'm gonna finish the video, but I wanted this to be like, okay, a teach along about what it is that some women are doing, what others aren't doing, and why this is happening to several women that's having like this impact. So really interesting to see. So I'll go ahead and continue and mute myself.
Oh, don't even watch this twice. Don't watch it twice. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Don't watch this twice. Oh, yo. Hey, hey. Oh.
You, my girlfriend. I love you, my girlfriend.
That's rainbow, 7 colors. And the chicken feathers along with the rainbow 7 colors. Can you see how they tied the boss braids and then the twist? Looks painful. And this lady had wig on. It looks like this wig stayed more than 3 years on her head. You can see how dirty it looks. If you noticed, you will see this lady braided her edges before, and all the hairs they went off with the braids. And you will see how this lady will be removing wig with glue, foul wig, off from her head. And you will see how she will be pulling the wig from her head.
Ooh, that bitch ain't got no edges. That bitch look like. Okay, but I mean, they got cars. Ooh, that bitch ain't got. Look.
This is how they used glue to fix cornrows. It's just better to get cornrows wig instead of gluing down cornrows to your scalp. And then you can see this. I think they also used glue on this. They used glue to glue down the cornrows to her scalp because no edges left. And this one looks like I can't braid. Let me test with you. Ooh, yo. But the bone at the center is terrible. Look at this fake me gone wrong hairstyle. Woo, what kind of style is this? Ooh. Extra one that is off looks like Paute. See her edges braided, Destiny braided, everything.
And I just want to pause it here because initially when I started using glue for my hair, I was experimenting as well, and I was pulling the glue from my own scalp, and it was terrible. I hated glue for a minute because I didn't know how to properly use it. And a lot of times when I was pulling, instead of using, hey, glue removal, like duh, and that I just didn't use it until I just finally said, you know what, I'm just going to make sure I use the right product so that way I don't lose my edges as well. But even though you may be using like protective styles for your head, you got to keep in mind too, like your hair is a living, breathing organism. So it has to breathe. It has to be left alone. And I know like for a lot of women, they have to be on to the next hairstyle or whatever situation it may be. But what I've learned is when you leave your hair alone or you properly protect it, you're able to see like hair growth and you won't see patches and stuff because a lot of times it's just too tight around the head. So yeah, you'll see instances where women will have like bad experiences with like a wig or a weave because the person that installed it or they installed it didn't have the right tools or right knowledge and research to be able to install it successfully and to take it out successfully as well. Because just because it looks good in the beginning, you want to make sure your hair is healthy underneath. And that's what I've been like protesting about is that, hey, look, just because you have like this beautiful hair in your head doesn't mean like you're protected underneath because once you take that hair out, you have to deal with your own hair. And if you don't like that, then it's going to go right back into that same cycle. And that's where hair is like, I'm not going to put myself through this. I'm going to start falling out. And so you got to make sure you're also using like nutrients as well while you're in these protective styles to make sure your hair is growing because that's the purpose. That's why we put it in protective style so we can protect it, have it looking beautiful when we come out. And a lot of times that's not the case. So I'll go ahead and finish up here.
sellotape, or I don't know what is the colored. I think they used sellotape and the black glue. And if you are having braid like this, if you like remove the braids, it's just better to build one room for these braids, because these braids need self-contained toilet, bathroom, and kitchen. And you also need to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner for this hairstyle.
Dedicated to all the ladies out there.
This person tied her edges too much. How? Why are you stressing the remaining hair you are having? Eh? Very, very painful. She herself, she's laughing at her own hairstyle. I don't even need to laugh. Damn baby hairs. Be very careful, lady, if you are to remove this style, because you are.
So the video wasn't long as ever. I just wanted to see like the pictures and showcase. Obviously she was trying to do the most with her personality, which is fine. But just wanted to show you guys that, hey, look, this does happen where people may not know that they have alopecia, and that's why consultative services are so important. And I would tell like any hairstylist, hey, if you're going to be serious and be like a person in the game, you got to know what it is that you're talking about and that you can educate others with. Because a lot of like older hairstylists, this is what they do. They have clientele. They have people that have been loyal to them for years. Why? It's because they took the time out to address them or coming to me. Obviously, they have a concern. And a lot of times these days, people just want to get their, get like a service. They don't have like any loyalty. So, yeah, it's definitely important. I'll say, for example, I had a situation where a young lady was just getting started in eyelashes. And the one of one of the lashes were hurting like my eyes, and I'm like, okay, I got glue in my eyes. These products are made to cause damage, even though, hey, look, this looks beautiful on me. It's an outside product. Your body is a living, breathing organism that usually doesn't take like outside product like that, and it can cause harm over time. So it's actually like end up burning my eye the whole entire time I had the install. So it's really important. It's really vital that you know what it is these people are doing on you and not just collecting a check because, okay, I now want to get into lashes because I know I'm going to make some money, or I want to get into hair knowing that I'm going to make some money. And also too, what these people, what stylists don't do is like, okay, aftercare. You know, like when you get a tattoo, they're like, hey, look, this is the aftercare. People just like, I want to take cute content. That's it. And they don't dive into like other services that they can make money off of if that's like the most important thing. So it's just like, okay, look, I have consultative service. This is important. I charge $25 for this. And then you can let them know this is what I learned about your hair. This is what you need to do for aftercare, and so forth. And people are going to invest in that because you're investing in knowledge and education and value that you can offer your customers. So um, it's really vital. I'm not going to dive too deep into it Sunday. Initially, I did have a speaker that was going to come in today. So unfortunately, due to other circumstances, she couldn't be here, but I'm definitely going to have her here and we're going to talk about the natural products that she's using for her business and how she's transforming skin. But also she's making it a whole beauty thing where she's including hair as well. So really interesting to see. Definitely want to have her here in this space. But did you guys have any questions or concerns about what it is that you're seeing in the hair industry? Were you grossed out by those by those videos? Those are crazy. Like it's like massive amount of stories. about people losing hair and using products and it not turning out great.
Yeah, I was definitely grossed out, but I can definitely relate because I actually was doing lashes once upon a time. Just because I'm a do it yourselfer, so I'm like, man, I don't like doing too much, but I definitely like having my lashes done, and I like having the individual lashes done. And I'm from Maryland, and this one girl, she could do your lashes for $25, and there's just beauty. You get them over at the beauty store, the beauty supply store, and it was cool. So I never liked paying a whole lot of money to get my lashes done because I'm like, nah, it don't take that much to do this. But like you said, it don't, especially if you go get the products yourself. It's not hard to do. I still do them myself. I can do my own individual lashes, but I started charging other people too because I'm like, hey, a little thing or two. And you do learn too, because then I start trying different products, and like you said, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your eyes, your body, and that kind of stuff matters. And that's why I didn't really like that route because I'm like, look, I'm not trying to be responsible for nobody. Like, I just want to do it for myself, and I'm cool with myself. But because you just never know. People have different allergic reactions to things. And everybody's body responds differently. And then also I wanted to piggyback off that note when you were saying about stylists and how they have to be up to date on these latest practices, right? Because wigs, that was like something, I don't want to say new because they've been having wigs, but it's like these lace fronts and 360s and really like these new techniques. You have to, like, art hairstylists have to be putting themselves out there to learn that. Because again, I remember when I was younger, like I said, when I went natural and just crying to my hairstylist, like, look, I just want to wash my hair and my hair look like that when I wash it. But instead of, this hairstylist knowing anything about natural hair, because, it was still early, it was just like, oh, well, I can do this roller set. So now I got roller sets that's kind of cool, I guess, but not really doing what I'm trying to do. And so you go through that learning curve, and so but then more start to pop up, and now I'm driving hours away for natural specialized hair peoples to that specialize in it, and it is a rarity.
Right.
And so
it is because what hairstylists are seeing is like the money in the game. So they're like, okay, I can make this amount of money, and I fell victim to it too. Like I said, I'm gonna sell hair and I'm gonna make this type of money and blase blase. But if the market is super saturated, you got to come in with a unique fold, and this is what we're here for, to like, one, educate, but also understand like hair and everything else along with the world is um, moving in a futuristic way. So when it comes to like the hair segment, I'm like, hey, look, you got to do your research and you got to understand that not everybody's built the same. We got different head shapes, eye shapes, different follicles, even different hair porosities. I tried to tell somebody what a hair porosity was, and they're like, oh, what is that? You got to know what it is that you're putting on your head, so that way, whatever products it is, it could penetrate your scalp and do what it is that it's supposed to do for your hair. So, yeah, natural hair is like a rarity among hairstylists because it's like, I still want to live within that European eccentric way of beauty. And it's just like, that's fine to some extent, but then also too, you got to get back to your roots, because at the end of the day, when you take that hair off, what are you left with? Your own hair to maintain and deal with. And if you don't know how to deal with that, then how is it that you're gonna have a healthy scalp? And that is like the main point of everything. Is like, I have a healthy scalp. So yeah, it's only I want to say it's getting better, but the more you educate and spread the word, the more people can understand. Okay, I use natural soap because it's, or shampoo. Excuse me, I'm trying to say soap and shampoo at the same time. I can use these products and I can grow them in my own backyard. and then you can create a garden with that, and you can expand so much in the hair industry naturally, that people don't really like to take that route because it means you have to cultivate it, you have to research it, and a lot of people like a quick weave just wants to install it in 30 minutes, and it doesn't work like that. So yeah, it's a lot of breakdown in the hair industry, and I hope to get like some heavy hitters on here that can really dive into like 10 years being in there, 20 years, and you guys can get that perspective as well. So great having you guys here. You guys have any questions or concerns at all? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime, anytime. You guys can definitely take a look around the space. It's pretty, you just see the top level, but there's like bottom levels too. That's really cool. So I want to start inserting things here, and you guys see notes and stuff that I'm gonna put up outside, inside. So really cool. Um, art in here, or like a wishing well, actually. Excuse me. So yeah, take a look about. This was great. Thank you everybody for coming in and seeing the space. I hope you didn't get lost at all. I think I'm gonna add pillows to that area. You can, I don't know. Yeah, it creates like a whole space to like not just hair but everything that encompasses it. So every room is gonna be like that. So for the mental, having like mirrors reflecting what you see about your hair, and how like hair plays a mental aspect to how it is that you feel about yourself. So yeah, this one to the right of me, it says like mirrors, quotes, and having those quotes turn into NFTs that people can like now take within me. Like my hair is beautiful. I feel beautiful in my hair. And when people come in here, they can see, okay, a mirror of myself and what that reflection looks like and how that makes me feel about myself. Because, just like we tell ourselves in all that we're beautiful, we got to also include like parts that we love about ourselves. Like, okay, I like how my muscles are growing in, or I love how my hair looks healthy. And I don't have any split ends. So it's just like a multitude of things that I thought out in this space, having like a timeline board and also like a brochure of like everything that you can partake in, portals to travel to. So it's going to be really cool. I can't wait to develop this space. And this area is going to be where we interview and people can sit down here um, and take a look at that. So it's basically going to be like a stage, or like a talk show stage where it talks about hair, and have like different chairs up here when I have like a multitude of people and have everybody down in this area that can like comment and put up like little posties and stuff we can read. So it's going to be really cool. Um, and Yeah, I didn't realize it either. And I was just like, am I in the front or the back? And then this one is like actually the front, but I have people coming in through the other end because I thought that one was the front. So I did this as a welcome arena and that was the back. So I'm just gonna have to move the starting pin here. But that was the back. It's totally fine. Yeah, awesome. Peace and blessings, sir. Thank you for joining in. This is the Valon Raw. And it basically just showcases everything about hair. So we were just in the washroom where we were watching videos on like how it is to wear wigs and the damage that comes with it. We're now in the space here where this will be like interviews and stuff that will take place on stage, and people can be here in this arena to like leave comments or to learn about here and whoever the speaker is talking with. So definitely want to have like some heavy hitters that have been in the game for like years to like showcase their experience and stuff like that here in the I was going to say arena as soon as most arena. And these other spaces are going to be filled with different aspects of like hair. So you have like religion to like the spirituality of hair, and how that plays a role. I don't know if you know, but in certain aspects or cultures, you have where people will donate hair as like a cause to their religion to like worship. So definitely want to have that information here that we're not just going to different places to cut off hair, but people use it as like a sacrifice. Um, and then like other parts of this space that we're gonna have here is like a timeline of hair, where hair got started and whatnot. So it's really cool. Right now we're just in the skeleton stage, but I got one room ready, so super excited about that. And then out here is going to be like a venue where people can like tap into different portals and whatnot. So they can know, okay, I can go here for hair information, or if I want to tap into like another person that's in the hair industry here, they'll have that link and portal outside. So um, really cool. And this is like the washroom that I was talking to you about. uh, where basically you come in here to learn
Oh,
about hair. And the other
this
week we were
fire.
showcasing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It took
Yeah,
me a
this
minute to find
fire.
this. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
this
I appreciate
fire.
it.
What up,
Yeah, so
AK?
you have like herbs and stuff here. So to show like natural
Ooh.
shampoo and
I'm
whatnot. And then we have like my seventh base back here. We can take you to like the original portals that we're using to showcase um, in the raw DAO. So super cool.
okay.
Super excited
Yeah.
about it. Can't wait to see the space develop. And yeah, you definitely join in every Sunday at 6, where I'll be showcasing like hair topics and everything hair. And I also want to film in like different parts of the Valon here because it's a huge space. It goes down about like 6 stories actually, so it's different levels
Okay.
on here. So definitely want to capitalize on that and
I got a
yeah,
I got a quick question for you.
run it.
Okay, so I'm all about. I feel like my hair in training right now. So, but like I'm all about. I'm all about the hair growth. So basically, you just gonna be kind of like educating us on like how to grow our hair and how to keep it healthy. What products to use and stuff like that.
Right, correct. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
on
have people
fire.
here. Yeah, so I'm gonna also have people here that have dealt in different aspects of like the hair industry. So like marketing, vendors, um, a whole lot going on. Even people's like general experience with their own hair because even for me, my hair was long at one point and I cut it all off. So um,
Wait, what made
it's
you cut
really
it?
just I was long story short, I just woke up one day and I was tired of feeling as though I was living in the past and living up to this standard of wanting to have my hair long and what that would come with that. Um, and certain people you attract based off what it is that um, you're thinking in your mindset. So I was like, okay, I want to attract like a certain type of person. This is what I need to have to like feel beautiful. And so that wasn't the case. And so when I decided to cut my hair off, it was just like a relief of that pressure and that need to be seen and felt beautiful and whatnot. So when I decided to do that, it was not look I wasn't looking back when I did it. So my avatar is basically like a reflection of me. It's like I literally have my hair cut super low. I need to go get it cut actually. So
Okay,
yeah, that's my story. It's because of that for sure.
that's an amazing story. You mind if I share you a little bit of my story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I feel like, hair is power, and I feel like I want to say I grew up having hair my whole life, and then pretty much I want to say my sophomore year of college, like you said, I just had this weird, just like I want to cut my hair, but it was cool for the moment, but I just feel like I don't know, I feel bad now. My hair is back, growing again, and to my old self. I gained my powers back, and it's a great experience. Now I just want to learn more how to just keep it healthy and just keep it growing. You know.
And I think like and I do appreciate you telling me that. And I feel like we need to go through those experiences sometimes so that way we can understand how to better love ourselves. Because if you didn't go through that experience, then you probably wouldn't get to where you're at right now. And that plays like a pivotal role in
Right.
your confidence, how you feel about yourself, how you interact with others and your relationship with them. So when you're confident, you feel loved by yourself, and you can be like a person that can give that love to other people. So it definitely plays a role in like your self confidence and whatnot. bro.
And the reason why I like you said that because it was kind of weird for me, but some way like my love for myself was like did have a low haircut was like brushing my hair like at every moment, because that was my form of loving myself at that moment. Because when I went to college, I kind of went to college, by myself, and it was I had to find different ways how to not get homesick, I guess.
And I agree with you 100%. It took me a while to really figure out what it is that I wanted to do out here because um me, TMI, I sweat super hard. So me trying to keep like a press and curl, and I was playing basketball. It was just no way, Jose. I couldn't maintain it. So I put it up in protective
Yeah,
styles, and my hair was in that awkward stage of like long but short and weird. So it just takes time for sure.
that's that's funny. So you that type that where your hands and your feet just start get the sweating out of.
Oh man, I think we lost him. But yeah, for sure, I'm definitely that person where I played sports a lot of my childhood, and I just could not keep a pressing curl. So that definitely had to do with like the big chop. Um, and then like I have fun with like short hair. I could like dye it a certain way. Um, I can just do all these like exploring with my hair. So it was a different form of love that I was having for my hair. So yeah, super excited about that. I think we lost him.
I know it's doing zipped out.
Yeah, it's like like he's like I don't know what happened. It felt like he just
Yeah, no, but
like
I
snapped from a
definitely agree with you on that working out thing, Chai. That was one thing that I do not miss. Like riding in convertibles, like working out, like going to the pool. Like I can even shower so much more like in peace, just like having locks now or when I have, cut my hair. So it's crazy when you think about it because that is what you think about when you have that hair. And like you said, you just got your hair done. I used to love me a nice little silk press, and if I got a silk press, I'm not running nowhere. And like you said, I ran track, and it's like I didn't even do it too often because it's like I'm just gonna hurt me and my hair, like, and then there's no need in even putting that damage or putting your hair through it. So you find these protective ways. But just like that video you showed us today, even in those protective ways, you got to make sure that the people doing your hair know what you're doing, so that you really are protecting your hair, so that it's still flourishing no matter what.
Right, right. And you can't keep it thin for like 3, 5 months. Like if your hair sheds like 150 to 100 strands per day, and you're keeping it in there for like 5 months, you do the math. Like that's just like dead hair, sweat. Keep in mind like your scalp does shed because it's skin. So imagine all that built up with sweat and shampoo and leftover residue. Your hair is gonna be like, what the heck? You neglected me. Like what's going on? So it's a lot that like goes into it, and you got to maintain it properly. Just like you clean your hair, you're really supposed to clean your hair once a month, and then do like a condition every 2 weeks. But we'll definitely get that. We'll definitely get into that next Sunday. I definitely want to have my guest back, so I'm probably gonna have someone different next week. So just finalizing the details on that. But yeah, this was great. This is great. I loved everybody in here. I appreciate everybody being in here. Um, this was awesome. Actually, bring everybody to me. Anybody have any questions about their hair or what's going on? I definitely appreciate you guys for like joining in. This is really cool. If you guys like have any questions or concerns, please always feel free to unmute and ask. But other than that, you guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys being here. Any final remarks before we get out of here?
I'm still here.
Hey, sir, how you doing? You like zapped
Yeah, I'm
out of
still.
here.
I know, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
It'd be like that in
Yeah,
spaces
now
sometimes.
now I don't know. Do you have to go or are you just chilling?
Well, I was just chilling. Usually, like
Hey,
the
what up,
segment's
Raph?
like an
How
hour
you
long.
doing?
Hey, Deontay. Hello.
How you
Good, you
been?
good? You
How
good?
you been? Yes, sir.
I'm good. How about you?
Been good,
How about
man. Just
you?
taking one day at a time.
Yeah.
Sir.
Really, it's pushing me hard, man.
Man, he pushing hard. You see him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pushing hard. That's why I just kind of just been letting him just do his job. Let him get it in. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but it's been good. Yeah, so Shy, that's how you pronounce your name?
It's short for it's just short for China. It's like chai tea latte. That's how
Oh,
you
okay.
tell people.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. So when I went to Oregon, Oregon is real organic. They got all these healthy little girls, and they eat gluten free and stuff like that. So like I didn't know about chai tea. I'm like, what's chai? She was always wanting to get this chai tea. I'm like, what's chai? Is it that good?
I mean, like a vanilla chai tea latte with oat milk. I'm here for it. So,
Yeah.
um, so I heard
Okay.
oat milk is really good for you. Um, and also diet definitely plays a role. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
tell them like
chai,
vanilla chai. Yeah, vanilla chai
vanilla
tea
chai.
latte with oat milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she used to
so
be getting
um
all kind of different little stuff.
yeah, it's really good once you know like your order, once you know
Right.
your signature,
No
it's
daily
over with.
routine,
So
huh? Yeah, it
yeah,
become a
it
daily
does
routine,
definitely
to be
plays a
honest.
part. Yeah, you gotta know what you putting in your body too. So
Right.
with the oat milk, that's it. Almond milk, I think is pretty much out. Soy milk, ugh. So
When does the hair prep start?
what do you mean?
Like when you gonna be like, I guess like teaching and having like, you know, when you get into it.
So right now, what I'm doing is just having women on here talk about their experiences within the hair industry.
Okay.
Um, I thought I wanted to be a teacher. I do believe like you need to put in like 10,000 hours to like master it. And that's something me and Mo were talking about at the Raw Talk. And I don't think like for me, I put in like 10,000 hours yet. Like I feel like I'm on the lower spectrum of that. So I'm still learning about hair, and what I do know, I definitely help because I've been in that beginner stage of like whether you're wanting to open up a hair business online or you're wanting to communicate with vendors and having a vendors list and what that looks like. So like the different nuances I can like stretch and talk about in different segments. But my real
Mm-hmm.
main focus is to like showcase like the experiences with hair and other people that have like grown in the business. So initially like this
Right.
concept was about you seen like the hair inspo pages. That's what like the initial idea came from, was to be like an inspo page to show everybody else's work. But Mo and X came in with an idea of like, okay, build bigger off of of your own knowledge. So, and that's what I'm doing, and then capitalizing on, okay, other people want to build in the space in the hair industry, which is huge. Why not
Right.
just try and get everybody in here? So
Yeah. Well, are you into web? Are you into like NFTs also?
absolutely, this is going to be the last night the space is going to be freely open. So it's definitely going to be token gated. And I'm going to have like a picture, something like a flyer that I create and then mint it. And then once it's minted, just attach it here to the space so that, every Sunday you can come in freely, but anything in between that until like this space is completed, it won't be freely open. So I'm definitely into that. My first NFT was actually from X. So that's what really got me started in the game. So I'm gonna post that
Okay.
somewhere here so people can see it and learn about it. So yeah, I'm definitely into it.
Yeah. No, well, I was saying I was trying to get kind of like a little deeper than that because when you was talking about having like hair retail and stuff like that. Say if I wanted to have my own like hair brand and I wanted to sell like wigs and all kind of different hair products,
hmm
but I would wanted to turn it into like an NFT project to where if you buy in my project, basically you get free utility with different hair products or different hair tips and stuff.
Right, exactly. And that's how we have like the main base of this organization set up to where it's just like, if you do want to partner with me, you're gonna have to like buy into that. Or if you wanted to like say for example, have a pop-up shop here and sell something, we would just rent out the space, or excuse me, would rent out the space to you for that small segment of what you're trying to do here, and then have pictures and stuff like that for when you want to build like your own space and mint that and then create an NFT off that and then figure out like the logistics and details of how to get that like set up. But yes, I can't dive too deep into it, but
Yeah.
it's a whole concept
No,
behind it. Were you gonna say
what's
something,
interesting
Mom?
because like a few years ago, pretty much one of my coaches was selling hair, you know, and basically, he pretty much gave me the red flag to like pretty much make my own like website and but it was more just for fun though, just building the website, having the pictures and stuff like that. But then now I feel like it could just now I just feel like it just me being in Web3 also, it can be I can pretty much advertise it a lot different or be more serious
Absolutely.
about it.
Absolutely. And then like you already have like your base and whatnot. So it's just like on you to be diligent about okay, setting this up and then of course like running that play of okay, this is what I have here, pop-up shop. And you can if you don't want to build like your own space, like you can rent out somebody else's space for however much they're asking for it at the time. And that way you don't even have to think about like the whole architect of it. You can just like
Uh,
have a space here to like build or have it changed around to where it can be something you want to do and sell and have people here and people can just click on the link or go to the portal to be able to purchase that and then run a sale, maybe even like first 50 people shipping free, quote unquote. So
nah, for sure. Yeah, that's different.
yeah, or for example, you can have I'm sorry, Mo, were you gonna say something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna add in there. I think it's really cool how you've been transforming because you do sell. Well, you used to sell wigs, right? Or on your Instagram page, you'll see I'm Desire Raw, and like you said, when you came into this space, instead of kind of like, seeing, okay, well, how can I use NFTs, just like D'Anthony said, with, adding that utility where it's like, okay, you got the NFT, and now it also unlocks like discounts to the healthcare and the products and things like that. But now you've evolved it to like this whole community where it's like, no, you've just created the big Valon, and it's just like a regular salon, right? Where they got booth rent, and you rent out a chair, and now you offer a space for all the other people that's in the hair industry to come and spotlight their thing. Like at the beginning, Chai first started by playing videos about how to actually secure wigs. And when she first started this idea, it was, hey, just like we watched that YouTube video of somebody random doing that, that can be like a real person in the hair industry in here talking about that and holding these classes and teaching people how to take care of natural hair, or holding different seminars or different panels, and you kind of being the one to orchestrate that and using your NFTs to still do that, right? Like you said, where you have this Patreon where you drop the content, you host these events, you drop these little tidbits after. So, and I think it's really cool how you can use NFTs to just connect with communities in different ways. Like, oh, this is a whole community right here that we care about our hair, how it makes us feel. You got so much stuff with the self-care and like how you're packaging it to like be like everything with your NFTs. It's definitely really cool. I love to see it.
Right, exactly. Everything that Mo was saying spot on, like 100%. I did used to sell wigs and hair and stuff like that. And a lot of people are doing the same thing. So again, like, you gotta come in with like a unique niche of like, okay, I'm gonna sell differently and be unique about it, and then gravitate towards that younger crowd that's like, okay, I want to try different hairstyles, and I'm gonna look this way, or whatever the case may be. So it's different ways you can like tackle it and then incorporate NFTs in there somehow.
For real.
Char said, run it. Char, you cracked me up when he said he had a question. You said, run it. I'm ready for the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to work with someone that used to be like, I used to have a question for him, and he'd be like, run it. And that's why I used to like get it from him. So I can't take all the credit, but I appreciate it. Yeah, he's like, run it.
That's good energy.
Yeah.
That's good energy.
So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys being here and asking these questions. Like, it really got me into the groove of like talking about hair. I love talking about hair, and the different experiences with it and other people's perspective on hair and how they feel. Because hair is deeply rooted, no pun intended, and a lot of those roots run deep, and a lot of those roots may have scars that we're not seeing, and that plays a vital role in how we see ourselves, how we interact, how we talk about ourselves, eventually passing that down onto our kids, where they're talking about hair and whatnot, and how it makes them feel. And if they want to cut it, cut it. If they want to have a certain design, support that. If it's not, too outlandish. But I don't think we like support each other enough in like aspects of doing things differently. But something that unifies our culture, and eventually changes like the world. So that was kind of big, but it definitely starts with that small idea of a mustard
You going
seed.
crazy.
To that.
Yes, I love how I feel like we're sitting at like a salon.
Yeah, this is
like,
the salon, huh? That's what I'm saying. We gotta,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying with dude. I'm ready. Get it cracking.
It's already happening. It's already already spoken for. So it's already in the universe. It's just making its way towards us, and we just gotta keep being consistent. We hear every Sunday, every week actually. So whenever you want to tap in, I would love to do an interview with you as well. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I'm
just
ready.
have like a real have like a male perspective, which I haven't had. So that would be like really interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up about that. And we can definitely go crazy with that.
I'll tell you a crazy story too right now. What inspired, I feel like, because right now I'm in a, like I said, my hair is in training, I call it, and I feel like, what inspired me to, have my hairstyle I have right now is I was in the Junior Olympics. It was around like 2005, and I was in the 200-meter finals, right? And then so all the top fastest kids, they get lane 4. So, I'm in lane 4, and then this other little kid in front of me, he's in lane 4, but he has these like long braids, and then like his size is cut, in his braids, and then he just like getting ready to run. So like when I was younger, I'm like, dang, I always wanted my hairstyle like that, and like now I'm like, that's where I'm like chasing right now. I'm like, I'm trying to I'm training my hair to be how I want it to be.
Right, and I actually not to I did some research. I would say that because I've seen you like in the space and whatnot, and so you have like small locks, I believe. Yeah,
Oh
like you're in the beginning stages. Is that
no,
right?
no. So I have individual braids,
Oh,
and like
okay.
yeah, and whenever I'm ready, I just take the braids out. I just like you said, I let them get like kind of like dready,
Mm-hmm.
because like I feel like I like that new growth on there sometimes, and then when I get my hair redone, it's just like I gotta have a lot of new hair.
Right. Oh yeah, because I thought they were like little locks, but I didn't look that. I guess I didn't look that
Yeah,
deep
so they
into it,
like they
but
individuals. I didn't take like I don't braid lock my hair because I don't know, that's just weird to me. If I lock my hair.
I think it's just a different form of style that
Yeah,
people
and I'm
have
from the
like
West Coast
expressing
too.
themselves.
Like from
Okay,
yeah,
you're from
so
the West Coast.
yeah,
Yeah, like blocks are
South
like
Central,
beautiful way, and
yeah,
they're not
like
for
South Central
everybody.
LA. So I if I like that's more like the base style. I feel
I think it's
like
just just
NorCal
a
or
style. I think it's just a
Coast, and
yeah,
my whole family locked down. Me, my husband,
oh
and
well
my
yeah,
4-year
that's an East
old.
Coast thing, yeah, for sure.
But you know
Ah,
what?
dang, East
It
Coast thing.
the one thing that I will say about the locks is it says everything that y'all been saying, where it's like it goes through those that process stage. But especially like there was like one little lock in the back of my kitchen I was really trying to get because I thought it would be cool because it'd be like a little like like a little one. When I got a little ponytail and I got a little one hanging, but it wouldn't lock because my hair is still so curly. Like I have really nice hair. So it took me just leaving my hair alone for like 3 months for it to finally lock, and then like just kept washing it and letting it do its own thing. It was a really cool process. And then D'Anthony, how you mentioned earlier, like, oh, you felt like you got your power back. Like my hair is almost to my waist. My family's hair, their hair is growing too down to their shoulders, and it's just like, I was looking at my in the mirror the other day, and I'm like, man, my inner empress, like my bloodline is proud to see these locks like growing and just doing their thing and getting to this point, like what, maybe 3 years locked now. So it's all a journey, and a part of that process and a fun part of it.
Wait, you said your inner what?
My inner empress, like
What that mean?
like a king but a queen, but not even like bigger than just a king and queen, like a whole empire, like the HBIC, the whole shebang.
Yeah, okay.
That's hot. I love it. Definitely
That's tough.
add that hashtag. That's hot. Well, yeah, for you, it's just like you're at that stage where you're just gonna have to be patient. You're right there with what's his name? With Drake, where he grew his hair out and whatnot. And
My hair not that
it's
short.
not
Come on, you
that
trying to play
short.
me?
It's longer. Okay.
No, hold
Okay.
on.
Oh, so it got some link to it. Oh yeah, it got some. It definitely got some link to it.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't no Drake. Drake got a wig.
He got a wig. Oh no.
Yeah, Drake got a
Got a
wig.
wig.
You know, nowadays
Oh,
you could be bald headed one day and then you could have dreads the next day.
that's very true. That's very true. And it's growing so heavy in the men's space too. And I definitely want to
Yeah,
talk about that for sure. Oh, my
definitely.
man's got a
Like,
wig.
man, for real, because a lot of men, they probably been bald headed for a while. They like, man, shoot, I can go ahead and get this fresh. What's the name? Just get this fresh line.
I mean,
Basically, that's
Tory
what
Lanez did
Mayweather
it.
Mayweather did. That's how Mayweather got his hair back.
Yep. Same for Tory Lanez. He was like, yeah, I was bald. Like I was done being bald. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
You got the plugs. Plugs
right.
is the worst.
It-
You might as well just
it's
go
all,
bald.
it's right, but it's all about who you know, though.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, so he can shoot them. Can have a fade today and have dreads. Dude, the next day. What you mean, lace beards? No, come on. If I see
Yeah,
somebody
they
with a
do.
lace beard, they
Dude.
wildin'.
Yo, Mo, as soon as I said that in my head, like my speaker was off, and I'm like, oh, I know what she's getting ready to say. That's funny.
Lace
They got the
beard,
little
that is
makeup.
wildin'.
Yeah. Gonna have to take Shorty swimming and have that
That's a
beard.
try hard.
It's pretty bad. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh, dang, that's deep. They funny. I got my grandma right here listening to y'all.
Hi,
Hey,
how you guys
Grandma.
doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well as well.
Good, good,
I
good
gotta
to
get
hear.
grandma in
Good
the
to
Web3
hear.
space.
Yeah, you have to. Absolutely. 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 Talking about our hair and experiences and whatnot. So we here for the stories. It's like a virtual beauty salon. We used to come back in the day, talk our mess, talk about relationships and our own experiences with hair and just be vulnerable in the space. And this is basically what it is. It's just us recreating the same effect just in a different way.
Thank you.
Of course, anytime. So when you build your space, Grandma, you gotta be up in here and dancing with us and coming to Mingo night and all that good stuff. So make sure he gets you set up.
Um, I
Yeah,
sure
I
do.
just I just
I
wanted
was just about to make her avatar.
please do it tonight so she can like learn
I'm not saying avatar no more. I'm saying digital twin.
Hey,
Yeah, you know, Mo put me on that.
that's that spice. Love it. Again, like I appreciate you guys for being here. This was really awesome. Totally unexpected. I was expecting it to be a little bit short tonight, but this was like even better. So I appreciate everyone being in here. And if you took anything away from this, I hope it just something that's really great and that you come back for more value and whatnot. So yeah, like the space, follow. If you haven't already, follow me on IAM.desired.raw. So that way you can be in the space and get updates and see what we're doing each and every week, month, and year. So super excited. Catch you back here next Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't forget to hit that follow button.